Good day, OA. My name is Lionel Garcia, and I'm your Vice President of Sales and Agent Development right here at OutsideAgents.com. And it's a brand new week, and today we're going to dive into one of those topics that's super important. I try to think every Motivation Monday is an important topic, but this is a true business building skill in our industry, and that is, ready? Following up. Following up is such an important skill that sometimes maybe we take for granted, or we think, you know what, our client, they'll reach out to us, they'll tell us what they need, or you know what, that supplier, I reached out to them, they're going to follow up with me. And so the truth is, we need to talk about follow up because it's important and it can be your superpower and secret to success. So let's kick off here things, as I love to kick off every single Monday, with our wins of the week. So what are your big wins? What are your small wins? Do you have any personal wins, business wins? Love to know them, right? Put them right here in the comment box. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay, if you're watching it live. We still love to read them because it's nice. Sometimes it's just a great reminder when you type it in and physically go in and put in the words of what that win was, what you're proud that you accomplished, because every win truly matters. Every win proves that you are moving forward. And that's all we got to do is just move forward one step at a time. So maybe you sent out a quote that you were really nervous to send out, or you've been dragging your feet to send, but you finally sent it. Or maybe you posted consistently on social media and that's been a win for you this week. Or maybe you followed up with someone that you've been avoiding. Not you, of course. No. Or maybe you've invested in your business today by being here on our Motivation Monday. I know I have a few eyeballs watching me live, so I want to celebrate with you. Please put it in the comments. Let's acknowledge that progress. Let's acknowledge what you are achieving. I love to celebrate you, but also you could be celebrated by your peers as well. So as far as my win of the week, I'm going to go with the personal one this week. My win this week was my wife and daughter and mother-in-law, who all live with me in our home here in Jacksonville, went on a trip for my daughter's dance competition, and I was left alone with my son, which, hey, that should be easy and expected. But typically, I don't get to run the house all by myself. I get to run the home with my wife and my mother-in-law. So it was fun to get a chance to be with my son alone. We had some pool time, some movie watching time, some Pokemon shopping time. I'm going to go with that was a win for the week, and some good bonding time. So that's my win. So please share your win and let me know what your wins are, be it professional, be it personal. We'll love to celebrate with you. So let's jump in to the motivational moment. And our theme this week is going to be that the fortune is in the follow-up, because here's the truth, right? Most clients don't book on the first time. We wish they would book on that first conversation, but the truth is that they don't book because they don't want to travel, or they don't book because they didn't like your idea or the itinerary you presented. They didn't book because, let's be honest, life gets busy. Sometimes people forget, they get distracted, they lose momentum. And see, this is where your follow-up becomes that superpower, because follow-up, as much as you might think it is, follow-up is not annoying. Follow-up is not pushy. Follow-up is service. Follow-up gets to say, I haven't forgot about you. I'm here to help. I care about your trip as much as you do. That's what follow-up does. So today I want to share with you 3 mindset shifts, right? These are 3 things that can make follow-up feel more natural and make you more confident in that follow-up. Are you ready? I think so. All right. So shift number 1 is that you're not bothering people. I know that's crazy, and I know that's what maybe you're thinking, but the truth is you're not bothering people. You are helping them. Clients appreciate those reminders. They appreciate the clarity, the excitement, and your guidance. And the truth is, in most cases, is that life got busy. They forgot. And so now you're recentering them and refocusing them on what was once important to them, which was to plan that vacation and to connect with you so that they could get away, so that their mind can go back to being at ease. All right. Shift number 2 is that follow-up is professionalism. It is not pressure. So while you think that, oh, if I'm following up, my client's going to think I'm pressure selling them. No way. Follow up is something that professionals do. Professionals check in. Professionals lead the process. Professionals follow through. So don't be afraid of following up because you're like, oh, I don't want to pressure my client. No, you're following up because that's what professionals do. Professionals know that clients get busy. Professionals know that it is their due diligence to follow up with their clients. And mind shift number 3 is that consistency can beat talent every single time. So the most successful agents don't always have necessarily better leads. They just follow up more consistently and with confidence. Because the truth is that most sales happen between the 3rd or the 5th follow-up. But the truth is that most agents only follow up once because after that one time, they don't want to be pushy. They don't want to be hard or on a salesy. They just, oh, I'm afraid. I don't want to bother them. But this week, this is what you're going to do, right? You're going to stand out by following through. So that's what we want to do. And so what are we going to do? How are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to give you a challenge. We're going to give you a 24-hour follow-up challenge. But before I do, I did see a comment in here. So let's see what is in the comments. Oh, well, hello, Scott. Welcome. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm glad you're here. So let's jump into the call to action this week is this 24-hour follow-up challenge. And what I want you to do is I want you to choose 5 people or 5 opportunities to follow up with in the next 24 hours. I know you probably signed up to this and you just wanted to hear me speak or see what this topic was about, but here's the truth. You're here now, right? You want to do something about it. You like the topic. Oh, how to make fortune by following up. Here's your chance. Make the rubber meet the road. So choose 5 people to follow up with in the next 24 hours. These people, easy. They can be past clients, right? If your client booked 1 vacation with you in the last year, guess what? Most Americans have 2 weeks of vacation. So if you've only booked 1, they have another vacation that they should be booking with you. Maybe it's a warm lead, someone that's reached out to you and you just now need to follow up with. Maybe it's people who have asked for quotes and you want to follow up on that quote. Maybe it's someone who commented on your post, right? How many times does somebody like or comment on your post on social media and you just say, oh, that's nice, or, oh, look, I got this many likes. But have you thought about following up with that person who posted or made a comment on your post or liked your post as to what did they like about it? Or maybe it's someone that you met at an event, or a traveler who was thinking about a vacation this year. So here's the key. I want you to keep it simple. And to help you out, I've developed 3 simple scripts and 3 different concepts and simple scripts that I'm going to share with you here pretty soon. So let's first go into some of the comments here. Sue, great idea. Glad you like it, Sue. And Lisa just did this right before logging onto the call. I love following up. It's satisfying when they say, oh, thank you for following up. I forgot. Yes. Isn't it wonderful? And Scott, ask your clients if they know anyone else who would like to travel. That is also super valuable, Scott, always asking for the referral. Those are some great techniques on using follow-up. So here's some scripts that you can follow. I think you might find them helpful. Script number 1 is the gentle check-in. Like the name, gentle check-in. So here is the script. Hey, just checking in to see if you had any questions on your trip. No rush. I'm here when you're ready. And you saw the one that Scott mentioned earlier. So now you technically get 4 scripts, asking for the referral. But I love this one, the gentle check-in. Just checking in to see if you had any questions on your trip. No rush. I'm here when you're ready. Script number 2, this is going to be the value drop. Quick update. I found something that could make your trip even better. Want me to send it over? Now, I know you're thinking about these scripts. And you're like, oh, perfect, Lionel. I could just email it to my client. No problem. Here's the thing, guys. when you send an email, that communication is technically just one way, right? It goes from you to them, and that's it. It stops right there because your client may not even open that email. So why don't you create a dialogue versus a monologue, and ready, pick up the phone and have this conversation and use this script like, hey, quick check in. I may have found something that could be better for you. You want me to send it over? Now, I know you're busy, you're working. I'll send it to you. Don't worry. We don't have to talk about it now. Easy. Then hang up and follow up. Lastly, script number 3 is the human touch. So I like this one. I use this when my follow up with my advisors. I use this my follow up when I would work with you guys, even today with my advisors. I love doing this. I love saying, thinking about you. But in this case, here's the script. Thinking about your trip today. So out of all the things you could have been thinking about today, you were thinking about their trip. Let me know if you want to explore any new ideas. So you're making it personal. You're connecting that touch, personal touch between you and them. How in your mind, with all the things that you could be thinking about, you were thinking about them. So that is your human touch connection number 3. So see, it's simple, it's friendly, it's human because you picked up the phone, and it is effective. So I want to close with our quote of the day. Every single week, I like having a quote to go along to support kind of the topics and the things that we're talking about. I do see a few more comments in here, so I love this. Let's see. We have Stephen Helms. Follow-up is important, of course. Sue, one of your mentors, believes that human interaction is now in itself a luxury good. This is priceless. I love that, Sue. It's so true. Sometimes it's as simple as even a handwritten note. Who does that anymore? A handwritten note can go so far, and I could see that even as a luxury good. So thank you, Sue, for that. And Christy, I'm glad you're enjoying this. These are things that I know you know, Christy, because you have a really great business going on. But it's a nice reminder to hear these things. So here's the quote of the day. Success happens when persistence meets opportunity. So here's the key. Follow-up is that persistence. Remember, following up is you're not pestering your client, you're being a professional. So to close, let's close up here. I want to thank you for joining me this week on Motivation Monday. Remember that the fortune truly is in your follow-up. You get to show up, you get to reach out, and you get to stay consistent. So your future bookings and your future commissions are there waiting for you. I hope you have an amazing week. I can't wait to read the comments as you engage with this post throughout the week. I will be there to follow up with you and celebrate any of your wins, and also just acknowledge the best practices that many of you are already doing today. So I'll see you next week. Can't wait. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.